Excuse me, guys, you need to get off the property here.
How's that?
This is our property. You need to get off of it. If you want to stand over there, yeah. So if you want to stand over there, that's fine. If you're up against our property, you need to get off the property.
You do know that your corporation that you work for here stole the largest gold mine in the Western Hemisphere from my nation.
I don't work for Hearst, so I don't care.
Well, why don't you have the Hearst come and talk to me then?
I'm telling you to get off the property. Now, you can go over here. That's fine.
We're on the sidewalks, brother.
You're up against my property.
We're on the sidewalks,
3 foot is the right of way, so you need to
3
move
feet?
on. 3 feet, so you need to move on out of the way.
Let's give them 3 feet, boys.
That's all I ask for.
Is that enough for you? Does that suffice for you? Does it make you feel a little better? Well, good. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
No, I'll stand right here.
Well, good. And then you can hear me bitch at you all day.
That's fine. No problem.
Oh, yeah.
We got a problem whatsoever.
No. You sorry-ass motherfucking Hearst Corporation stole the largest gold mine in the Western Hemisphere.
I don't work for Hearst.
And ain't giving shit. Ain't giving fucking nothing to my people. My people live in fucking dilapidated housing.
All right, move this.
Right now, we're trying to buy back some of our land that you motherfuckers stole. You dare touch that again, my father, we're gonna have a problem. You understand me?
Everybody's cool.
You understand me, partner?
I told you to move it. You don't move it, I'll move it for you, which I just did.
Oh, yeah, you're a tough guy, huh? Might as well file a complaint on your fat ass, huh, bitch?
Get on with it.
Contributing the effort of all the Sioux tribes, we aim to purchase at least some of the tracts, if not most. Many of the Sioux tribes continue to exist in poverty and do not have a thriving casino-based economy, as the media may portray. Yet we continue to fight for what is sacred because it matters. Although we believe our sacred sites were taken illegally by the United States government, Last Real Indians Incorporated is collaborating with the Rosebud Sioux Tribe in the Great Sioux Nation to centralize funding to save one of our most sacred sites, save it from destruction, and endure that future generations of Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota, and other tribal nations that consider the Black Hills holy will continue to have access to vital sacred sites to practice their faith on its ceremonial grounds in its natural, pristine state. If you'd like to contribute to this, if you'd like to help us buy back this land, right now we have fundraised, as last dated, we have fundraised almost $250,000. But the 5 parcels of land that we're currently fighting for to buy back are going to go roughly from anywhere from $6 million to $10 million. Now, that doesn't include any other private investor who will come and outbid us. We don't have the money to be able to buy back our own lands, which are guaranteed to us through 2 treaties. In the spirit of Crazy Horse, United Native Americans is demanding the Hearst Corporation contribute to the struggling Lakota Sioux Nation, whom they have stolen land and precious natural resources from. My father states that the Hearst Corporation has never tried to make amends with the Lakota Sioux Nation. The heir to the Hearst fortune, William Randolph Hearst III, has not given 1 red cent to the Sioux Indians. They could easily afford to set up a scholarship program or improve dilapidated housing in Sioux territory. Nearly 97% of the Sioux Nation's population lives below federal poverty lines. The United States government and the Hearst Corporation can and will be prosecuted for violations of international law. Article 6 of the United States Constitution states, "All treaties made or shall be the supreme law of the land." UNA believes it is time that punitive damages be paid to the Lakota Sioux Nation for direct violation of the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1851 and the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868. We ask that the Hearst Corporation purchase this land, these 5 parcels of land, and return it immediately into the hands of the Lakota Sioux Nation as part of reparations for the illegal seizure of Native American lands. Over at the Phoebe Hearst Museum in Berkeley, at UC Berkeley, they are housing the largest deposit of sacred items, including, of course, human remains. Now, it's very sad. It's a very sad day that these grave robbers have gotten away with this. And it sickens me to think that the Hearst Corporation would allow their name to be attached to those hate crimes that are going on against indigenous people here in California. You know, our struggle that's going on today, you know, our struggle is continued. And of course, with the 49ers that came to this state, Those gold diggers. Those people who came here in search of gold. You know, they massacred, they decimated all the California nations here. It really saddens me to think that, you know, that this hatred that is going on for centuries now is still continuing today. If Miss Covell, who had nothing but a mom and pop law office, can sue the federal government and win, she may not have won that whole huge amount of money that they owe us, but she got us back a portion of what is rightfully ours. And I want to commend her for that, because she didn't receive any help from any of the other big treaty groups. She didn't receive help from anybody but herself, but she persevered for many years during that struggle. She persevered through that, and unfortunately she's gone. She gave her heart, she gave her life, she gave her essence, she gave her everything, and she beat them. Well, I, Quanah Parker Brightman, when I finish my law degree, I will guarantee you for the rest of my life, I'm going to make the Hearst Corporation fucking pay for what they've done to my ancestors. I'm going to make them pay for stealing the largest gold mine in the Western Hemisphere. You know,
my name is Janine Antoine, and I am a member of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. I live here in the Bay Area. I've been here since 1973, but I'm a member of the tribe that is acting as fiscal sponsor for the effort to save Peshla. And I don't know.
Who is that?
What did he say? Oh. So there's currently an effort going on right now in South Dakota to save this area of land which is called Peshla. And Peshla is the name of the hill where they do a lot of ceremonies, and it's been used as ceremonial land by the Lakota people for generations, for many, many years, and it is known as the heart of all that is. And this land is very significant to the Lakota people. And it is in an area of the Black Hills that was lost to the Lakota people, even though we had a treaty with the U.S. government. That treaty was abrogated, and the U.S. Claims Commission set up a claim for the land, and it was awarded, they awarded about $103 million to the Lakota people for the land that was lost by treaty. And all the tribes have in unanimity said that the land is not for sale. We're not taking the money. And it's been sitting in the bank collecting interest now, and it's valued at over $1 billion with the interest. But the principles of the Lakota people are that the land is not for sale. We're not selling the land. We want the land back. We don't want the money. And so this area of land, Peshla, is in the Black Hills, and it's part of the land that was lost by the Lakota people, by the Sioux Nation. And so when the land was lost, it was put up for sale, and it was purchased, this area of land, this parcel of land was purchased by the Reynolds family over 100 years ago, I think in like 1878 or something. They've owned it for about 150 years. And they are selling the land on Saturday. And from what I understand, historically they have allowed Lakota people to come in and do ceremonies on the land, and we don't know what's going to happen with the land once it's sold. There's some speculation that it's going to be subdivided and chopped up into little parcels, and that they're going to work on developing a road, putting a highway through there. And all of this is very offensive to the Lakota people who use this land as ceremonial land. It has a history of that, and they don't want the land to be developed. And so there's an effort to raise money to buy the land back. There's going to be an auction on Saturday where all this land is going to be auctioned off. The auction will be in Rapid City, South Dakota. I think there will be a pretty large contingent of Lakota people who will be there in support to try and save that land. But there's an effort to collect money for the land, and they're putting the word out through lastrealindians.com. And the Rosebud Sioux Tribe has agreed to act as fiscal sponsor for this effort, and they have put up, I believe, $50,000. but they're asking anyone who can to make a contribution to do it on Facebook. You can get information on them through Facebook if you just look up Pesla, P-E-S-L-A, Pesla, and they are getting contributions through Indiegogo or through the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. So if you Google that information, you can find out about Pesla. And let your friends know that even though it's very late in the game, you know, there's only 2 days left to do fundraising for this before it goes to auction, that that effort is continuing, and they're asking for anyone and everyone's support to help save this important ceremonial land for the Lakota people. Again, you can make contributions to the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, or you can make contributions through Last Real Indians, and lend your voices, send the information out to everybody that you know that is on Facebook or on your social networks to let them know that this is happening and that we need everyone's support. Laman.
Oh.